Hey guys, Brian delivers you the goods here. I'm returning to you again for a second marathon studio album review for Erra's discography, and this is for Erra's second album, Augment, their sophomore album that I'm going to be reviewing. So I'm going to discuss what I listened to for this album and let you know my thoughts on it. So let's dive into this review. Now I gotta say, this is the last album that Garrison Lee is going to be featured in. Well, is featured in, or was featured in, or whatever. And then they found a new vocalist for the EP a year later. And then, sorry if I'm sitting so close to the camera or whatever. For that brief moment, I felt a little itchy for a moment. Um, Jesse Cash's vocals in this album. There are points where it gets a tad annoying, and then there's some points where it's just like, oh, okay, it's not bad. Uh, but still, the record was very good. Augment was an impressive album, and I enjoyed the first track, the opening track, Alpha Seed. That was great. The guitar riffs from Jesse Cash is amazing. I like it when he does those power riffs, but you don't hear most of that till like later on in their discography, I think. When JT comes in, I think. They try to change things up, and it actually doesn't sound too bad. Um, yeah, Hybrid Earth, I watched the music video for it, and I loved it, and the song itself was great. Frostbite was the weakest song on the album. I just found the screams to be eh. Wasn't bad, but eh. That's all I can describe it as. Uh, Pulse is another great song. Uh, and Jesse Cash's clean vocals and his high pitch range of his singing vocal range or whatever is actually not too bad, but it tends to get a bit annoying when you hear the na na kind of sing where he reaches that high pitch. It tends to get annoying, but at the same time, you gotta love it. It's Erra for you. This is how they started off, so I'm not gonna judge too much on what they are trying to do for their music and all that. Dreamwalkers is another great song. Rebirth I really enjoyed. Uh, Ultraviolet is another great song. There was a lot of great songs on this album. I was really surprised. For the runtime it was enjoyable. For 52 minutes and some seconds. Spirits Away is another good song. Jesse's pitches are not bad in this song, but I still enjoyed the song as a whole. Garrison Lee's screams is great. I wouldn't say he's better than JT, but still, it was how they were starting off, so I'm not gonna fault them there on where they could have done better kind of thing or whatever I was gonna say, but no, this album is very good. It's really enjoyable. I enjoyed most of the singles. I think there's only like two singles. Uh, but it was still enjoyable. Prometheus is a song that just has Garrison Lee screaming in it through most of the song, pretty much the whole song. And then Jesse comes back into the song Crimson, and that was pretty enjoyable. Augment is a interlude to the next song, which is Dementia. So it's only like a minute and 15 seconds, so you're not in for a very long song. And Dementia was a great closer to this album. I personally love it. Jesse's singing voice in it is very good. His riffs in the song, his guitar riffing is very good too. and Garrison Lee screaming through most of the songs. It's like Garrison Lee is screaming the verses, then it goes to Jesse with the choruses, and it gets to solos and all that, and goes back to another chorus with Jesse singing. So it's very good. Uh, I like the change up and the switch up in most of these songs, where it differentiates from Garrison Lee screaming, then Jesse coming in the chorus. So it sounds very good. It flows very well. Overall, I think Erra Augment was structurally great. It was an awesome album. I personally love it. It's almost excellent, but yeah, there was only one song I was a little tad not liking too much, but it was alright, and that was Frostbite. I didn't like Garrison Lee's screams in that one. In my opinion, I felt that it lacked just good structure work in the song. That's just my opinion. But hey, there's gonna be some songs you may like on this album, and some songs you'll be like, it's alright. But overall, like I said, Erra's Augment album was an awesome album. I highly recommend you check it out if you haven't heard it. And for a score, I think I'm going to give Erra's Augment album a 9.5 out of 10. This was a very awesome album. I highly, definitely see myself returning to this album, probably even purchasing it in time. It's just right now Amazon's charging too fucking much for it. I'm just like, come on, Amazon. But yeah, definitely comment below. Let me know what you guys thought of the Erra album for the second marathon discography I did of Erra's album Augment, if you've heard it. And if you like this album review I did for their next marathon album review I did for the second studio album of Erra's, comment below and let me know your thoughts on it. Tap a like on this video if you liked it. Subscribe to my channel if you can to support the channel. Sorry that I paused for a moment on what I was trying to say. I just was kind of being forgetful for that brief moment and forgetting what I usually say in my outros of the video. But I will be returning to you tonight for a gaming stream on my Twitch channel, which is the Gaming Nerd, I think 2516. Gaming Nerd 2516. I think it's spaced out, but I'm not sure. But I'll have to look into it on my Twitch channel to see what the name of it is. But definitely go check out my Resident Evil 2 Part 2 stream, the gameplay for it. It's coming out tonight at 9 p.m. and it's lasting all the way to 10:15 p.m. So, doing an hour and 15 minutes of a run time for the game. But I did part 1 last week, last Tuesday, so I'm doing part 2 tonight, of course. So definitely check that out on my Gaming Nerd 2516 Twitch channel. And if you're new to my channel and like the content I make for this YouTube channel, just definitely hit that subscribe button and the notification bell if you want to get updated on new videos that I make. But yeah, I will be returning to you for the EP that they released the next year after Augment came out, which is for Moments of Clarity. I'm probably going to do it tomorrow or at least by Thursday morning or whatever. I got to see what I'm doing tomorrow and Thursday, but other than that, I hope you enjoyed this second Marathon Studio album review I did for Erra's Augment album. I did the best I could to make it as good as possible. Definitely stay safe, take care, and I'll see you tonight in my Gaming Nerd 2516 channel on Twitch for Resident Evil 2 Gameplay Part 2. And on this channel, I'll definitely see you in my next video.